All right, you guys, so we are already cooking because I needed to get things started. Pay no attention. The children are here. Husband is trying to get some stuff done. And me, I'm looking ratchet hot mess. Got my hat on, but I'm going to take it off because I don't want to look a hot mess while I'm cooking. I'm not going to put it on the table because that's terrible to do. What's good, everybody? How are you? Yes, I am alive and well. I am kicking. Peter, what's good? How are you? Jam, I see you. How are you doing? I'm getting ready to hand my phone over. Dash Street, what's good? I hope you're good down there, down south. I'm getting ready to hand my phone over to my husband. That lighting is like, maybe can we turn those? Can we push those? I don't know. He's not trying to push them over. That's fine. But I already got started. I want you to take a look. This is a turkey wing already cooking. And it's going to get pretty dark because it's big and it's oversized. And think about if you were frying a whole turkey, it would take a very long time to cook. Now this is a wing, so it doesn't have too much time more to cook, but I'm going to keep cooking that while we get stuff. So here I have just pipe down, guys. I have just a few ingredients that I want you to see that I'm getting ready to prepare some stuffing for Thanksgiving. So a lot of times you guys are like super overwhelmed about cooking your Thanksgiving dinner and you're making stuff really like complicated and it's really not that serious. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at my hair. It's like a hot mess. These kind of things are not really super serious. These things you can do very, very quickly and very, very easily. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Thank you, Bernard. So hubby's going to take over. I also want to say thank you to everybody that sent me text messages, prayers, DMs, all that stuff, that called to find out if I was okay. Still got my life bracelet on. I'm really super grateful that God saved me. It was a very difficult situation for me, but it caught me by surprise. It did not stop me. I was up and out of that hospital and doing what I was supposed to be doing. So if you come over here, husband, what I have here, and I chopped these earlier, so what you can do to keep an apple from turning brown is to put a little bit of lemon juice on it. I kept it out so the oxygen is forcing it to start to turn a color, but it's okay because it's not rotten, it's not bad. It was a fresh apple. It's a Granny Smith green apple, and we're going to be using that in our stuffing. I have here a little bit of diced onion, and you can dice it down a little bit more, but the purpose in this stuffing is to make sure that you get texture. So I want the stuffing to have a little bit of a bite. And we're going to do a little bit of a trick while we mess with this stuffing. So I just want you to see how easy this can be. A lot of times you guys make traditional stuffing. You'll sit your bread out. And I did still sit the bread out. And this is to like pretend to get your bread stale. And so you want it to kind of get almost like a toasty crouton kind of feeling, because then you're going to just add milk or you're going to add a stock and you're going to make it mushy and turn it back into mush. You don't have to do that. This was pulled right out of the loaf right here, and I did a mixture of potato bread and regular white bread. So I want them to take a look at this. So I ripped it all up and broke it into little pieces. It's not about making it super uniform. Like I said, this is a really, really easy recipe for stuffing. So I'm just going to rip these little pieces here and make sure that we don't have any really huge chunks going on. And I also have here, I wanted to finish this, sweet potato. So I have a little bit of sweet potato. I think it would be easier to shred the sweet potato if you had like a grater. Of course, I can't find mine in my house, so we're not going to go there. I wish that I could. I wish that things were put away where I wanted them to be. I actually could just put everything all over the floor and everywhere, and as long as I can pick it up, I'm good. But nobody wants to live like that, so unfortunately, I have no idea where my grater is. And then here, I have a little bit of diced fresh garlic off the clove. It's only one clove, and you don't need a lot. Garlic is very powerful. You can see it right here. This is where I broke it off from. So now I'm going to take some chicken stock. This is just the average chicken stock, Kitchen Basics. I bought it out of Stop and Shop. It was 2 for $5 today. Of course, you know, Thanksgiving is around the corner. So all of these little items are going to be on sale. And you're going to just add about a half a cup first, just because you want it to get a wet consistency. I purchased this. I don't normally buy it, but it's chunky garlic paste, and I thought I would try it. I've tried it in other dishes. I think that it would be nice to try it in here, but remember, I already have some garlic here on my cutting board. But I'm gonna just squirt just a little bit on there, I would say about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons that is. This is my favorite seasoning here around this time. So if you don't know what this is, it's Herbes de Provence. It is a super earthy, super smelly, aromatic seasoning that is great for the holidays. It makes your turkey taste good. It makes your roast chicken taste good. It has such a really powerful smell. And so I'm gonna add a little bit of this in here on the bread, directly on it. I'm gonna take some fresh thyme. Got my fresh thyme sprigs here, and I'm gonna just take some of these leaves off. You want to go in the other direction. I'm being extra right now, so it's a little bit easier. And I would say go for it. Use a lot of thyme. You know, thyme is all about this season, so people want to taste this in your food, and so you want to add that into your stuffing. This right here is also a holiday herb that you should have. Every kitchen should have this right now, and this is fresh sage. If you take this fresh sage and stick this under the skin of your turkey with some butter, some salt, some pepper, and some garlic, this right here will blow your mind on that turkey. I'm gonna take just a couple of little leaves, and I'm gonna cut those up. This is called a rough chop because I'm not going over it a million times, making sure that it's small. And I'm adding it right there in our bread. You want to take just a little bit of apple, and the reason why I'm doing apples is because I love the sweet component of stuffing, and so does Jason. So Jason really put me on to adding apples into stuff, and I kind of like it. And I'm adding just a handful. There's no measurement, guys. I don't have a measurement for you, but you see what I'm doing. I'm taking a handful of some sweet potato. I think I'm gonna do another handful because this is what it's all about. And I'm gonna grab my garlic, and I'm going to stick my garlic in there. And then we're going to take an egg. Super easy, guys. Don't overthink your food. Once you start overthinking it, that's when it becomes a mess. Both the eggs are going in. And now you want to add, first you want to just make sure that you get all of this incorporated. And that just means to really smash it up kind of good and get it all together. Let those things start to marry each other and taste delicious and be delicious. And I'm telling you, this stuffing is really, really the bomb. I know your moms and your grandmoms be going mad hard and taking mad long to fix stuff. This doesn't need it. I'm adding roughly another 1/4 cup of chicken broth. You can use milk. If you like milk in your stuffing and you don't prefer chicken broth gives it a little bit more flavor. But some people prefer milk. It's really just to make it moist. It's not for any other thing. So don't let anybody trick you or fool you into believing that the milk is giving it some kind of taste. That's a lie. It's just to make it moist. So we're going to just make sure that it's nice and moist. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And I promise you, this is going to be over quick, fast. You're not going to see my face. Poof, pow, be gone. That's where I'm going to be. My kids are jumping all over the place. Paying them no mind. I'm so sorry. And I already have my... Okay, so let's go back. So you guys would normally take your stuffing, go through this whole process, put it in a pan, fry it a little bit, and then stick it in the oven and let it crisp up and get crunchy around the edges, or you'll stuff it into your turkey. We're not doing that. This is some new age stuffing and some new age turkey and some new age Thanksgiving food. And so we're going to go outside the box to enjoy our Thanksgiving dinner. So what I have here is an already heated waffle iron. We're sticking this right here in this waffle iron. I already sprayed it Now Taylor's feeling me. Yes. Yeah. Jonah, please. So now, whatever. So now I'm taking this stuffing, right? And you don't have to be, worried about it being uniform. You just want to make sure that you completely cover your waffle iron because you want it to be a nice, big, healthy, delicious stuffing waffle. And it's going to cook really, really fast and really, really easy. And that turkey wing is getting so quiet that it's telling me it's done. So don't worry about it busting out on the sides or anything like that. I'm going to wash my hands. Take a look at that. And then we're going to just close. Uh-oh, I think I made him too fat. It's okay. I think I'm forcing it. Sorry, forgive me. I'm going to take some out because I'm OD'ing. But it's okay. And then we're going to try to close it. Okay. Babe, am I like breaking it?
Yes.
Can y'all not be haters? Okay. So now, all right. Usually it will like spin around, but I think I like overdid it, but it's still going to cook. We're going to leave it right there and let it get nice and toasty. I'm going to pull this out because it is really, really quiet. So here you have a very crusty, very crispy, seasoned turkey wing. This is super seasoned. And I'm going to take that out because I'm going to show you what I did to make it really, really crispy. This is New Age Thanksgiving. I'm hoping that I don't do this, guys. But nobody's about to pay me any mind. Alright, so here I have flour. You're going to take your turkey wing. Can you move that pot, please? Just from Stop and Shop. I just wanted you to see that. And you just need to lightly season. Oops. Sorry about that.
Okay, great.
You need to lightly season it. Babe, can you stick your finger in there while you're recording and grab that? Don't worry about that. And we're going to massage this. It's good because it's a big piece of meat and it's going in this flour. But then I'm going to show you what you do to make it super crispy. And you're only going to sprinkle a little bit of that on there, babe. Go ahead. I'll take it in my hand. There we go. That's good. Okay. We're massaging. We're making sure that we get all the little pieces of our turkey wing. And then you're going to lay it in your flour. Gonna come? Take a look.
See it?
Okay. You're laying it in your flour. And you're going to completely cover it. Now I want you to look at how the flour is on the meat. You see how the coating is very, very light over the meat. There's nothing like really like sticking out. It's almost like that lightly coated look is what doesn't give you the crispiness. Not even in your fried chicken. And you could keep doing it over and over again. And you see it's kind of a little still light. So when you go to put it in your cooking oil, what happens is a lot of this flour just comes off and then your skin isn't really crispy. Put it in the bowl. Come over here. While I'm over here, I'll make sure I wash my hands. Doesn't matter because I'm going to do it again. Take some water and just lightly cover your turkey wing. So now what you're doing is creating a flour paste onto your meat, directly onto it. And you want to make sure that water gets all over. Now, some people do water. You can do chicken broth if you want to. It's just to add another layer of flavor, but you won't get a whole lot of it. You're going to re-dredge that turkey wing and put that turkey wing right back in the flour. And then I want you to see the difference in the flour laying on the meat. So now if you look at it, now the flour's a little thicker. And you'll start to see the little knobby notches on it. And when you go to cover it, it will really stick. So I don't really like for it to sit in the... Can you stick that thing back down into the oil? I don't want to like submerge it with the rack because I need it to start cooking immediately, and I don't want any of that flour to come off. So you just make sure that you evenly lay it in there so that it gets all covered up. I might have to troubleshoot that. I might have to troubleshoot this. Hey, Grizz! My trusty HVAC technician right here.
It's good, bro.
So I want to hold on to this because I want to make sure that this is cooking. And it is cooking. It's getting nice and crispy. Are you giving me a kiss? Yes. No, it's all right. Right here, I need y'all to see him standing next to me. Yes, standing next to me. Standing next to me. Yes, standing next to me. This is my honey bun, who I've known for a very, very long time. He was my husband's friend for many years when my husband pretended to go to HVAC school and then didn't study it and didn't use it. But we spent that money, bro. Yes. But this guy right here, if anybody is looking out there for a really great technician in HVAC, your heating, your ventilation, your air conditioning, he does it all. You gotta reach out to me and ask for Griff's information. He is quick, fast, and in a hurry, and he comes when you call. I'm not even playing, not just because he's my friend. You know how I do. He knows his stuff. You are reliable, and I truly do love you. Because it was freezing like Western beef in here, and he always comes and fixes it. All the time, okay? Hire my homeboy. Look him up. Griff is out there. His wife is making some fabulous cakes, treats by Tanga. Definitely reach out to this family. They're doing some really big entrepreneurial things, and I need you guys to support Black business. I really appreciate you. Yes. That's a shameless plug. Yes. So I'm holding on. I'm making a stuffing waffle, and we did a fried turkey wing with skin on it, and it's like fried chicken. And we are going to get ready to plate our dish that is going to be super fast and super easy and super fun. For you guys out there who don't want to do the traditional Thanksgiving, I'm telling you, this right here cuts out so much time where you don't got to be slaving over no big 25-pound turkey. Cut that bad boy up and fry it, okay? Stop fronting.
Kinda right there.
That's right. So I want to check it. Now take a look at this. Take a look at the waffle. See, now I'm holding it down. And you see how that's getting a nice, crusty, crispy looking self over there? That is just looking too darn delicious. And for those who are concerned, yes, the sweet potato is going to cook super fast. It's just like making home fries. If you were going to cook a potato, a regular potato, or sweet potatoes in a pan, only takes about roughly 10 minutes to cook. It's still going to be tender. So in here, because there's heat and there's moisture, in the few minutes that you're cooking this stuffing waffle, all of that is being cooked. So you don't have to worry about it. That caramelized, delicious, sweet bite of that apple is going to be the bomb when you bite into it. And then that sweet bite of that sweet potato is going to be also delicious. You're talking about a whole bunch of layers of flavor in this one little dish. So I'm going to let that keep cooking. What I have over here is just a little bit of drizzle. So we're going to turn this down. What I have in this pan is 2 tablespoons of butter. Some of it's already melted. Crushed red pepper. A cap full of vanilla extract. And a raw cinnamon stick from Trinidad. And we're going to make sure that this all gets melted down real nice because we're going to use that to drizzle on our dish when we're done. What I did here was I took a couple handfuls of some string beans, really quick and easy. We're not doing the whole smoked turkey, cook for a whole long time, doing too much. We just put them in the pan, a little bit of butter. You can alternate that with olive oil if you want, or avocado oil, only if you're cooking above 500 degrees. So wok or something like that, that's when you use an avocado oil. I love it. It's super healthy. All my vegan clients, they love that too. Took the string beans, put a little bit of Spanish onion in there, stir-fried it for about 10 minutes, or maybe even less. And I would honestly do it less, but I left it on there kind of long, but no problem. That's going to be like a more southern, smothered sort of string bean. So now honey, because of the sweetness in the honey, what happens is it will start to bubble up. You want to make sure that you pay very close attention to that because You don't want it to bubble up and burn over your pan. I am using a non-stick pan that my lovely husband purchased for me that I truly do appreciate. Honey bun, thanks. And that's just to make sure that I didn't get like the burnt, crusty edges from honey. We can turn the heat up on that because it doesn't take a long time. We just want to kind of like make sure that everything gets incorporated and infuses. So we're going to use that as our topping. I'm going to take this so I can wash the pans. And we're getting ready to plate. Super easy, super fun. That one's going to cook. Somebody else is going to eat that one. We're going to move these things around. You don't need a whole lot going on. I've made a little bit of quick macaroni and cheese. In these next few days when we're getting ready for this Thanksgiving holiday, I will show you how to do a couple of dishes for your Thanksgiving. Macaroni and cheese will be one of them. We'll also do maybe like a really fun rice. And you guys, if you want to send me any kind of requests or some things that you might want to see that you want to put on your holiday tables, hit me up, send me an inbox, text me if you have my phone number, and let me know what it is you think you want to try and do. But I'm going to mess with some recipes that I'm also seeing online and in cookbooks that I might want to do too. So we're going to check again. And here goes the test. So you want to make sure that it's not like sticking or anything. Anybody asking any questions or everybody just watching quietly? Okay. You want to do a check and you want to make sure that none of it is sticking. So you want to check the bottom, and that is like super crusty. And I'm going to flip it over just so you can see it. That waffle is the bomb right there. And I'm going to just stick it back on there for just another second. Because I want the other side to really get crispy and delicious too. And we're not going to go too long. I appreciate y'all waiting and taking your time and being patient.
Mom, this was like 2 minutes.
I was pretty fast.
That was done.
Yes. I love when I'm fast. Why they always gotta hate? You know that first of all they're down here, so praise God, hallelujah, thank you that they wanted to be even a part of it. So I'm not even gonna complain. Facts. So
I'm out of here.
I'm being stupid. It's okay. Now we're gonna take our waffle off because I think it's done. It's finished. I'm gonna pull that little waffle off of your little griddle. And for character, don't go snatching the sides off of there and trying to make it look all pretty and, you know, forcing it. You want to leave that like that because that makes it really like authentic. Take your turkey wing. You're putting that whole bad boy on there. Yes, we are going super hard with this because it's out the box. We don't want people to think that you can't do this really big, manly, crazy, out of control dish. I'm going to lay it off to the side because I want to put some other things on there. So say you got your family coming over and they're ready to eat Thanksgiving and you just made a whole bunch of these. The trick is before family gets there, you need to make, if you know you have 20 people coming for dinner, make these 20 stuffing waffles, stick them in an aluminum pan, leave them warm in your oven, and when it's time to serve it, this is what you're getting ready to do. Plate your dish and use this as your palette. You want to use your stuffing waffle as your palette. So you're going to stick your food right on top. Now I messed around and I didn't get any cranberry sauce and I really wanted cranberry sauce. But it's really okay. But we're going to stick some macaroni in there.
There's some up there.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to get some string beans. We're going to stick them right there on the side because we want to make sure that you are getting a well-balanced dish. And if Jordan finds any, you know for sure there is? Okay. I'll wait for Joe. And I would use this cinnamon stick because it's just rustic and pretty and, you know, it makes things look earthy and, you know, like you're just
one, Joe.
Like you're going back home with grandma. So you want to take it and like dress your food. So dressing it with it is cool. I'm going to open this up.
No.
This is truly a Thanksgiving dinner right here, right in your face. Super fast, super easy. No stress. You do not want to stress on Thanksgiving. We got to get out of that running around crazy, getting things, and being nuts. I would stick this right here. Right, babe? And I don't personally believe, I don't want to use this. You want to cook down some cranberries. But if you like the taste of the cranberry sauce, I would stick it in there just to dress it. And then you want to get your sauce together, because this is really going to be drizzled on here. Some people like to have the flavors all running all over each other. Me personally, I don't. And that's just me. But my husband loves it. But take a look at that. You cannot deny me that I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just going all hard with this sauce because there's no point in saving any. Now, who doesn't want that deliciousness on their holiday table? Look at how that is just drizzling off of that turkey wing. It's getting all in the plate, so it's going to go underneath the stuffing. Isn't that the bomb? Easy. Got a little. This is going to have a little bit of spice because you put that crushed red pepper in there. It's going to have that really earthy Thanksgiving taste because it has that fresh thyme in there. I really believe that you should stick with fresh. That's why I'm against the cranberry sauce. But just for the look, so you know what it looks like, this is what you want. A well-balanced, colorful meal. Not too much carbs. Maybe a little bit less because you got the stuffing, and that's a lot of carbs. Your turkey wing, that's your one serving. For me, I would say slice it and then serve one piece of it. Some people want to go hard and eat the whole turkey wing. That's fine. And then this is just for dressing. Cinnamon is super good for you. It brings down your glucose levels. Anybody struggling with diabetes or is on the verge of having diabetes, stick a cinnamon stick in almost everything that you're eating and drinking. This is definitely good for you. Those string beans are fresh. You don't want anything out of the can. You want it to be good for you. And then you want to make sure that you are giving all of your food love. That right there is love. I appreciate y'all because, yes, real cooks do get busy. I am not trained. I am self-taught. And this is what I do. So if you want to learn more, I'm telling you, go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be looking for subscribers. I'm looking for y'all to support Real Cooks Get Busy TV. And I'm also asking y'all to support Say Grace. Say Grace is making sure that we're out there feeding people that need it.
Says, sing that plate with bro.
Tanga, you can have it. You can absolutely have this, Tanga. Your husband is going to get it. I'm going to wrap it up with foil and just send it to you. That's fine. Yes. He can have this bogus plate that I had for 100 years. I'm going to just stick some foil over Tanga. Thank you very much. But I know I better get that Bailey's cream cake home, girl. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to cover that one up. I'm going to make a couple more. I don't know if my kids really want them.
We want it. Everybody wants that.
No, we're making more. We're making more. We are making. Yes, no, we're not doing that. Yes.
That's the one I want.
Yes. You can do a super healthy alternative. A couple years back, I did do turkey burgers on those stuffing waffles. I did buy some meat. If you do get turkey meat and you add the herbs de Provence, this is your homie for the next 2 holidays. Get you some herbs de Provence. It's expensive. It was $5.69. They claimed it was on sale and it really wasn't. But you need this right now. This is what you need for right now for this holiday. You can put that in here and create small Salisbury steak burgers. You can make a meatloaf. And you can just do a plain burger with this seasoning in here. A little bit of light on the salt, put a little bit of pepper, add these same ingredients in here, and you have the same thing just in a burger form, but it's going to taste just the same. It's all coming from this right here. I'm telling you that right now. So we're going to make a few turkey burgers. We're going to slide them on some of these stuffing waffles. That's what's for dinner tonight. I hate to ruin their holiday, but that's what we're eating. That's how we're getting down. Keep it super real, you guys, and come back whenever I decide I'm going to do another show. I love you guys. Make sure y'all hit me up if you want to see something on Facebook Live on another day. I love y'all.